Okay, so navigating the production order list is same as others, where you can just click on any column to find a particular production order if you want to find it by the customer or part number. You can move columns around or remove columns by checking them from here. Across the top, we have some buttons. If you want to create a new production order, you just click New. Editing or double-clicking on a production order will allow you to open it to edit, delete, and with deletion, you can do a group highlight and hit delete. Refresh is to bring any production orders onto the list that somebody else may have just created. Then printing, of course, prints the production orders, but if you highlight multiples, then when you hit the print button, you can choose some of the reports will print as groups. You can build, and again, you can group build. So if you highlight and want to build all of a certain item, you can hit the build button and it will build all of them. And what building does is basically remove the raw materials from inventory and put the finished product into stock. Requisition, what that does is basically it allows you to create purchase orders for product. In the meantime, putting a requisition in for them, and you can do that by grouping again different production orders when you hit the requisition button as well. So when you hit that button, it brings up a list of all the items that need to be ordered. And then if you hit the save button, it saves it into the requisition list over here. But if you hit process, it will create purchase orders for all the items that have a primary vendor set to them. Here's the ones here that don't have primary vendors. You'll have to set those first before you do that. Then next on the list, let's close that. We have copy. So if you want to have a production order that's in the system and you want to copy it to create a new production order, you simply hit copy and it will copy the production order. You can resave it. Reloading bill of materials. If you've customized a bill of material, so you brought it into production and then customized it and changed it, and you want to bring it back to what it was in Business Vision's bill of material, then by hitting reload bill of material, it will bring the item back to exactly the same as it is in the Business Vision bill of materials tables. Next phase moves them from one phase to its next phase. So if I have this one called new and I hit next phase, it simply moves it to picked. If I highlight more than one, so if I highlight pick and built, these two here, and I hit next phase, it moves it to its next phase. So it went from picked to assigned and from built to packaged. So internally, it moves it from phase to phase and moves each one to its own next phase. And labels allows us to basically create labels for the items. If you want to hit the label button, there's the item that we need to print the labels for. We just hit the print button, or if you want to group and hit labels, it will print labels for each of the items that you've grouped to print those off. So to explain each of the columns, just the build number is a sequential number that's for each time you create a new production order, it gets the next number. The customer column, some items you're building may be assigned for customers and others may be just for stock, so there'll be no customer on them. The part number is the item that you are building, the top assembly item you're building, and then its description. The phase is basically just a alphanumeric phase that you set up, and you set up a structure of starting phase and ending or beginning or step-by-step phases as they go through until it gets to its finished state. This is the column how many are required to be built, how many you put in originally, how many have been built, and what the remaining quantity is to be built. The date the order was created, or it can be edited as you create it. The date you require it. This is an important date because it controls when the raw materials need to be ordered. Its status, so we have three statuses. We have allocated, which means it's committing Business Vision's raw materials in inventory. In progress is the same as allocated, but it's just visually another step that you can know that it's actually being built by somebody. Unallocated means that the system has a production order in there, but it does not yet committing any Business Vision inventory. In a priority, you can set different levels of priority for sorting purposes. This is a sales order that it linked back to the customer. So if you can either manually key in or choose a sales order, or when you have a sales order, in the system and you need to produce product, you can have it requisition automatically create production orders from the sales order. Purchase order number from the customer, a reference number column that can be used as you wish, and who created the production order and who last edited it.